2 and 2 always makes a 5. I'll lay down the tracks, sandbag and hide. January has April showers, and 2 and 2 always makes a 5. It's the devil's way now. There's no way out. You can scream, you can shout. It's too late now. Because you're my meditation, 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 meditation. Yeah, I'm not the old meditation, 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 meditation. Yeah, I'm not the old meditation, 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 meditation. Yeah, I'm not the meditation, 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 question my authority, or put me in a box, 'cause I'm not, 'cause I'm not. Oh, going to the king and the sky is falling, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, maybe not, maybe not.
No more. No more songs. Alright. Oh fucking no. Forgot how to stream at all. Anyway, we're playing Limbus today. Side can't drop today. I don't think it's very long. Rather short. Which is great because I didn't plan to stream long anyway. I just wanted to kind of check some settings and get back into streaming somewhat. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. Of course, as you know, I'm a very professional streamer. And that totally did download the update for Limbus. Capture? It does. Yep. Been waiting. Now this is the gameplay you've been waiting for. Go. We're gonna try to roll for the IDs and ego. Maybe, hopefully, we'll get them. I'm thinking of doing just like 20 rolls for now. Doing the whole side canto and then grind for 20 tickets from the event. like a reward exchange, and then roll more.
이 회사는 신입들에게 매일 밤마다 정신교육을 시키지 않으면 회사가 망하는 건가?
Yeah. There've been already some bug fixes and get extra free 300 lunacy, which is nice. But yeah, the thing started. You can play it now, which is nice. Yeah. Gonna get these.
이
But
회사는
before starting
신입-
anything, let's not get anything. As it usually is, right? 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 Guys, look. Alright, I'm not fucking getting any good rolls after this stream at all for at least 3 months.
여기가 살인 사건 현장이군요. 이런 아마추어 같은 마무리를 해두고 가다니 어지간히 시간에 쫓겼나 봐요.
Honglu got Honglu, very nice, very good, very nice. He's very good. Now, if you actually want to do a proper Tremor team. Right, next.
제가 무엇을 베면 되는 거죠?
Oh. Huh? I guess Sinclair. Blade lineage. Isn't he kinda shit though? Well, it's something. Oh, 2 Honglus. Alright, and 1 more, and that's it. Gonna save my lunacy. Yeah, that's it. Luck's run out. Yep, not doing anymore.
이 회사는
There he is. Alright, very nice, very nice.
이 회사는 신입들에게 매일 밤마다
So let's get to
정신교육을
it.
시키-
Oh wait, hold on.
이 회사
I probably should equip him now. Get the bonus, right?
이 회사는 신입들에게 매일
Alright, let's get this over. No voice acting. Don Quixote loudly and obnoxiously flaps through the newspaper her hands while peppering in a few insightful chuckles. Fortunately, I don't know exactly what this means. And oh. As will continue to try to draw my attention until I acknowledge her at the most appropriate moment. That's the manliest Don Quixote I'll ever hear. I'm here to provide. Okay, Don Quixote, fine. What is it? Oh, Mother Squire. Dost thou know that the city's upstart companies, such as one Limbus company, always pays close heed to the ever-changing world around us? Hie thee hither. Read thy newspapers, my Lord Squire, and do keep thyself up to date on the events of the city. As Mersault and I, Don Quixote, do every morrow But just go along with it, why don't you? I'm pretty sure she's talking about Mersault and one of his morning routines, you know, the one with the newspaper. They'll make her cry all stuff. It, th- there's probably going to be lots of sadness next canto. I mean, it's literally called The Dream Ending. The newspaper routine, where he wakes up before the crack of dawn, parks himself on a chair, folds one leg over the other at an exact 90-degree figure 4 leg lock position, and peruses the morning newspaper. That. I guess it left an impression on her. She'll be back to her usual self in a week or so. Hearken unto me. Art thou paying attention? Finally find out about dark side. Could be. It's going to be themed around the carnival. On the green. At least that's her on her promo background. So that's really all we know. But it's going to be a very interesting count. I'm excited. Yeah, totally. So what's new? What did an article mention? What did an article mention us or something? Oh, how didst thou know? We were popular? Wait, really? Forsooth. Feast thy eyes on page 3. Though it is quite regrettable that we were robbed of the chance to be on the front page. Demona, you're treading on thin ice here. I'm going to ban you next time if you type a message of this caliber again. Huh? Page 3? Really starting to put our names out there, huh? Duncan and Rhodia, the two sinners were guaranteed to draw the full attention of whatever space they inhabit. Speaking. It was only a matter of time before the other sinners began crowding around us, curious about the commotion. I'm gonna do it, Daemona, don't fucking tempt me. Dramatic conclusion to the mysterious disappearance at T-Corp. Shocking! The perpetrators to this mysterious case have been revealed to be none other than the prestigious Edgar family, appealing the general public. I will fucking do it, Daemona. Stand down. I'm warning you. Well, I don't think we need to hear that part. What does it say? Small assistance from some wandering bystanders happened to be lost in the area, and with the most admirable heroics of the T-Corp Class 3 collection staff on the scene. That's it. All of you, you're not invited to my birthday party. Wandering bystanders. Perchance that particular denomination refers to us. I thought. Just like we were barely there. They didn't even mention our company name. Ah, come on. These time collectors weren't even there. This is within the expected range of behavior for the news media. Well, there may be those who seek to interview us, reading this very article mayhaps. Yeah, I'm sure they'll have a grand old time looking for wandering bystanders for an interview. Very descriptive. I doubt anyone will pay us much attention. Don Quixote, better not set yourself up for disappointment and standing there for a good moment in a big group, studying about the article. And slowly but smoothly walked between. Oh, I can just slide your messages for a way to ban you guys. Ban you out. Hold on, let me. Andy. Andy. Excuse-moi. Would you be employees of Limbus company? Well, sir. Warning messages now. Hold on, what? How? What? Well, I have no idea. I don't think you can do it on chat. Guess it's in the moderator tab or something like that. Triangle? No, I don't see anything like that. Alright. I'm sure you are already aware of the reason for our visit. Oh! Welcome to the here. Long and hard have I awaited thy arrival. Now. From hence shall we begin. Whoa. Actually could kill us. No way, don't kill her. Wasn't just losing her mind and nothing? Told that any interview place. Oh, go work out in the middle of the night. Go to the streets, show them how it's done. Why? Where do I go at a time like this? Now where did I put that leftover hair gel from Heath's makeover? Now may comments. Alright then. Verily, I shan't rightly take all the credit for what we have accomplished there. Will you be making your tax payment in installments? Hmm? Huh? Strange name. I told you that? Okay, we're clearly not on the same page here. We are the tax collectors for the T Corp's Time Collections Agency. Currently on a mission to collect your overdue time tax. Oh, alright. So this is a side canton about tax evasion. Those ilks are never bringers of good tidings indeed. Wait, time tax? No, that doesn't make any sense. We already paid our time tax in full when we went through the T-Corp immigration process. Virgilius said 2 days ago about Mephistopheles. Are you sure we don't need to pick up a timepiece for each of us to carry? Probably know this already, but in T-Corp, everyone must carry a timepiece. Rules. And so do I. But for every rule, always room for an alternative that offers a bit more flexibility. Of course, I don't suppose it's listed anywhere on that pamphlet. Rainer. The canto has ended. So who the fuck's Scadi? Snyders. He has short-term stay at T-Corp. Pay the appropriate time tax for the length of their stay to be exempt from the relevant obligations, instead of going out of their way to abide by T-Corp's rules. You may have expected newborn outside District 20 must go through numerous hoops before they can be issued a timepiece. So we elected a pay 30 days worth of time tax on the spot before entering T Corp's borders. Impressive. It can't have been cheap. Ah, and I wish to wear a watch as well, like Lady Otis does. Oh, haven't I already made it clear that it is not a fashion item? Here for spoilers, get the fuck out of here. Go. Yeah, that's right. Piss off, you wanker. Alright. As I have said so in the past, the company has no budgetary concerns. It is a given that they would be taking care of such expenses. Finally starting to operate like a real professional company now, huh? Yeah, there must have been a minor miscalculation or something. Fell slightly short of the amount we had to pay. It hasn't even been 30 days since we arrived here though. Well, I'm sure we can pawn away their stuff to fix what probably amounts to a rounding error. Easy peasy. It muttered, gesturing towards Sinclair and Honglu with his chin. If it will help pay for the time tax, then sure. Oh, maybe. I didn't pack much when I left, though. Well, let's hear the damage. How much time tax do we owe you? Currently you are 10,040,000,000 Aachen behind in time tax payment. What? Am I hearing a word or something? I heard that 1040 and the rest just kind of flew right over my head. For that much money? Oh, we might have to brief stop at a place first. What other options do we have if we don't? $10 billion moans of taxes? Can't pay the tax is not enough. Your only options are the following. Make your payment with time or money. Interest, of course. What the hell does making payment with time even mean? Oh fuck right off. It's not a moan. Currency, it's Limbus coin. I had to find out what exactly they meant. Sam? Eve Click? Know anything about this? So over. I have not once failed to make my payments during my residency. Next. Allow you to the gulag. Thus, I know not what transpires on an occasion in which one fails to pay the time tax. Never been involved in messy businesses like tax at the manor either. In my backstreets days, boss dealt with complicated shite like that for the rest of us. I did see a few poor sods getting dragged away because they failed to cough it up though. Such a snowflake streamer. Demona, you have one chance to redeem your statement. Redeem yourself rather. Or I'm banning you for a day. You have 1 minute. I'll wait. Alright, you win. Well then. They're not so helpful answers. My mind immediately began to wander towards Faust, who I hoped would know something more about this than the two of them. And that's when Otis suddenly and defiantly stood between us. Alright, I need to check my Tomodachi now. Completely unreasonable. What kind of shoddy calculation led to this nonsensical figure? Tax calculation in T Corp are always exceptionally honorable. The clock's ticking. Would I be correct to assume that you lack both the capability and the will to make your fair payments? Wait, you don't have to escalate. Can we get a timeout? There's gonna be so many time puns. Your choice of words may be quite unwise. Try and whine all you want about not wanting to escalate things when you've got 10 billion An in your pockets. I won't recognize your opinion as anything of worth otherwise. No? Then shut up and stay out of our way while we deal with this obstacle that dares to stand in our path. How exciting. A 10 billion Aachen. Death. 10 billion and 40 million Aachen. Right, it's time. It's time to commit tax evasion. Yeah. I was thinking of replacing Yoryoshu for a support.
자, 출발해볼까요?
어우, 여기는 답답한데. 나도 나가서
For
싸우면
the
안 되나?
new 0-0 Yoryoshu to get that extra bonus, but what's this music?
직접 알게 하느라.
그려졌구려. 잘 썰렸다.
깔끔한 절단력인걸?
비효율적인 공격이었습니다.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
대체에 관한 기록을 제대로 펼쳐보지도 않은 직원이 있는 듯하군요. 당신의 판단을 따를게요.
무지하니까
씹는 맛이 있는데? 저희가 우세한 상황입니다. 이미 매뉴얼을
Wait, what?
번은 어긴 직원들도 보이는데 이 책임은 다음에 묻도록 하죠.
Dream Elements just timed you out, Damon. What did you do? Yeah, like literally. Dream Elements timed out Daemona for 1 second. Reason, Daemona vanishes in a puff of smoke. I guess it's like a secret command. I gotta erase it. It'll annoy me later on. I could make some joke commands. Fine.
직접 알게 하느라.
I like how there's literally just I'm going to delete myself command.
어디요?
What's this fucking
새겨드리죠.
you?
시원하네. 아, 술 맛을 돋궈주는 좋은 공격이었어.
약점을 잘 찌른 것 같네요.
직접 알게 함이라. 맘.
I fucking hate more.
낙인을
Why? What did they do to you?
올바른 방법으로 개체에게 일격을 가했군요. 이것이 바로 정보의 힘입니다.
T-Corp staff in a different uniform approached the sinners as both sides went on the defensive. But this guy, this one, the ringleader, may be of a higher rank, but he is but an employee of T-Corp all the same. Which is to say that our insistence on meeting their demands with hostility may lead to a direct confrontation against the full force of T-Corp. We're getting the 5 stars, alright? Lay down your weapons now. Should you refuse to cooperate, all of you present may be considered hostile individuals by T-Corp, and we will use force to. I like that. How thrilling. Is that the eco gift? God, this is bad. Seems like a great time for Virgilius with his intimidating glowing eyes to appear. Man, weren't things much better between us and the guy, but only a few days ago? Feels like it's been forever since then. Come on, don't glare at us like that. We had our reasons, Kay. Show up out of nowhere and try to extort a whole 10 billion act. 10 billion and 40 million act. You really like saying that, don't you? Yeah, the point is, there's no way we owe him that much money. We're kinda law-abiding citizens who are brimming with a sense of justice. Hear, hear. Julius listened quietly for a moment as the sinners chattered, unlike they were a part of a comedy skit. Yes, I agree that 10 billion acn in taxes does seem unreasonable. However, it is a mystery to me how no one stopped to think for a second about the troubles you might spark by starting a meaningless scuffle like this in the middle of the street, no less. Out a deep sigh before turning towards the T-Club employee. Finding it regrettable that this incident has led to bloodshed. However, 10 billion time tax is unacceptable. I'm sure you know full well that the 10 million worth of tax isn't the kind of money that we can simply fork over in the middle of the street. I believe that it would have been more appropriate if you provided us with some context as to how this number came to be, instead of immediately marching up to us and demanding that we pay the time tax. I admit that such absurd amount of time tax levied upon your group is almost unprecedented. Have been summoned an emergency meeting in a relevant office to address the severity of this incident. I see your point. Why don't we move this conversation to the collections office, a relevant jurisdiction area for now, to discuss possible solutions? Right, it's over, boys. Going to jail.
결국 내 공부가 부족해서
Perfect level up.
거네.
Oh, yes!
좋았어.
Finally! Look at this. Beauty screen. Perfect. Wonderful. This lots of fancy cracks are ready. Very nice. The truth behind the absurd amount of time tax levied upon us was much simpler than expected. About a week ago, a large-scale, unauthorized temporal leakage phenomenon was observed at the Wuthering Heights Manor, which shot you up several stages in the progressive time use tax bracket due to the immense amount of time leak. A temporal leakage phenomenon. It refers to the deceleration in the flow of time within a certain field. In your case, it wasn't even a static deceleration field. It moved all over the manor for a good while too. Measured about 4 hours worth of time in the process. What the bloody hell is she blubbering about? Deceleration in the flow of time within a certain... must be referring to the moment during which Dante granted us celerity as we were in pursuit of that man at the manor. Oh right. Ability. Possible. The manager's ability was activated for less than 30 minutes. It is most likely that your 4-hour measurement is a calculation error. Staggered. No. Considering the odd sensation we had experienced as we departed this manor, it is most probable that no error had occurred in the calculations. Do you recall, Dante? As we left behind the manor 2 days ago. Aha! Marcel, is there out wrong with thy daily routine? We had just returned to Mephistopheles after the incident at the Wuthering Heights Manor. Most sinners were keeping to themselves, given the clear look of sorrow on Heathcliff. However, Don Quixote's ever cheerful voice, yeah, the next canto is definitely going to be depressing as well. She's been happy 24/7. It's going to end. The dream ending. Like always, constantly shattered through the silence. I have identified an anomaly. But still before that we have another side canto, which is gonna be also interesting. We have been issued the morning newspaper, not the evening newspaper. This is inconsistent with the amount of time we spent at the manor. Perchance, it was an innocent mistake. As long as I have been a passenger of this bus, morning papers have always been delivered during assigned morning hours, and evening papers have always been delivered during designated evening hours. The possibility that they have made a mistake cannot be completely ruled out. However, the likelihood of that is minuscule. Now that I'm looking at it, that's a sunset or a sunrise. Couldn't tell because of the lack of color. This can't be. This must be the early hours of the morrow, is it not? I might have an idea as to how this consistency. Right. The TT4 protocol. What's that? Don't reminded me of what's that? Reminded me of this. Also have this. Dream ending. Temporal velocity synchronization device or something like that. I've seen an advert for it once. A luxury solution to all your time synchronization needs. Enjoy equally leisurely hours together. Some shite like that. Oh, it's quite unlike the Circuit to use so many complicated words in a sentence. Pray, shall someone explain it in plainer language? It is an apparatus for equalizing the velocity of time for all those affected individuals under the T for protocols. Forsooth. I thought it quite odd how someone so affluent in time was moving and speaking at the same speed as the rest of us. With this information, it can be concluded that the time we have experienced within the manor was flowing at a faster rate than the world outside. That's correct. That is a coherent explanation as to why the evening newspaper, instead of the morning newspaper, was issued. Good. Now that your curiosity is sated, I don't suppose anyone has any issues with tackling a new job. The LCA has sent us a new request to track down a distortion. Ask for more detailed information. So activating my ability with the TT4 protocol caused... yes, did. It was akin to tampering with an already accelerated flow of time. From an outsider's point of view, it have appeared as though more time than what was actually spent was leaked. This bloke knows what he's talking about. Also, didn't just manipulate time on a personal scale, I said earlier, affected the flow of time within a physical space. I remind you that it wasn't even a static field, it moved all over the manor. Honestly, the question is completely unprecedented. Alright, they used to activate it only on special occasions, like when we had plenty of guests over for a visit, because it was so bloody pricey. The time tax for your inflated tax bracket multiplied by the surtax per volume, the physical space covered by that temporal manipulation. Yeah, no wonder it all adds up to this insane number. It ain't like we knew something like this would happen. Anyway, you have two payment options to settle this time tax debt. Boy, options? What options? It ain't like a bag. It ain't like bags of 10 billion arc grow from a tree, innit? Option 1, cash payment. Option 2, time payment. Yeah, about that. What's that supposed to mean anyway? Paying with time. Means, oh. The employee who was about to answer our questions, painfully observable annoyance, suddenly jolted at the sound of an alarm. Dude, I just got a call that they are ready to hold the emergency meeting regarding this incident. Limbus company may send 2 individuals to the meeting to represent your company. Don't need to tick-tock and fuss that. Dealing with complicated matters like this meeting is one of my responsibilities. I will be joining them to discuss the possible solutions to this incident. So please keep the sinners under control. Except you, Miss Faust. You're with me. Good. Make on their mess while I'm gone, and only Ryoshu will enjoy what comes next. Keep that in mind as you wait. Oh ho! Well, off they go, I guess. Didn't even give us a chance to ask them more questions. Just leaving us here like this? But isn't this whole mess basically about what will happen to us? So this isn't anything serious about what doing on the gallows. What is he doing? What? Result! What are you doing up there? I ought to stand here, so I have done so. Who told you to do that? I did. Just trying to be helpful with you and your friend's little time tax problem. This fuck. Well, all employees were supposed to be at the emergency meeting. Oh, a clock with legs? How fascinating. If someone were to submit you for consideration at the upcoming expo, you might even be worth a participation trophy. Remind me of the time when some hapless soul submitted a timepiece that doubled as a compass, that had a rather tragic and critical design flaw. You could tell the time or find your path, but never both at once. Tell directions or tell time. There's only one thing or the other, leaving you lost in time and stranded in the streets. It was no good, not at all. That's no better than a clock taped to a compass at the end of the day, isn't it? Is it? Alright, TT52 protocol is operating at an experimental capacity within this office space, so don't you forget. Anyone not sane with the daily standard time might find this a little disorienting. That in mind as well. What? Now let's look of someone who has never once heard of the TT52 protocol, eh? TT52 protocol? The TT protocol, yeah. T-time, as its name suggests, is an invention to address the temporal efficiency problem present in the TT4 protocol. It's doing test runs only a few selected T-Corp offices, so if you ever feel the urge to leave your impressions of this new shiny thing, feel free to jot down a few words on that button. Wait a minute, who wrote that 3-star review? And who impressed to be a T-Corp staff seemed very adept at holding a one-sided conversation with zero external input. Oh. Not that any of us could keep up with how fast he was speaking anyway. Anyways, you're ready. If you're ready, let's get cracking. Ready? Wait, I don't know if it's really a good idea to be ready for something that looks like a rope extending from the intimidating machine tightened around Mersault's throat. Is what it means to pay our time tax with time. Getting hanged from the gallows? Please call it by its precise and given name. Temporal Scale Gallows. Measure the exact amount of time you owe, and sucks that time right out of you. That wasn't the original name, mind you. There was simply too much hubbub and hullabaloo about its excessively long name, which was at approximately 58 words per letter. Can't believe Mersault is fucking dead. Also notice how Mersault will just listen to random people. He said Mersault go there and he did. He's kinda listening to anyone now, I guess. Or maybe no one like commanded him to do anything other than Dante before, and I don't know. But someone ask him what will happen to Mersault. Is that thing going to kill Mersault? Kill him? Nonsense. It's a very gentle machine. This is simply preposterous, however. However, spoken in such manner, oft portends events of even greater ill fortune shall befall us. I'm not so sure as to what might happen, actually. I suppose we will suck 10 billion arc worth of time out of your friend? Stop being obtuse. What is that even supposed to mean? You're going to be stuck like that for 10 billion hours or something? What? But not exactly. Let me tell you about T-Corp's particularly generous system called the 4-hour daily minimum time guarantee policy. How generous, hmm? Even when worst comes to worst, every citizen is entitled to the right to enjoy a minimum of 4-hour days. According to the T-Corp Public Welfare Council, 4 hours is the absolute minimum hours in a day. Guarantee human survival. Survive being the key word here. New Dante noises, or is it the gallows? My. Taking 10 billion and 40 million worth of time from your friend was too much, I suppose. Look, it says measurement error. Rarely ever happens. Wait, you pulled the lever when you didn't even know what was going to happen? Just out of curiosity? Of course, 10 billion of time tax debt is a historically unprecedented amount of debt. I had to see what would happen. You could land first place in a lottery and you still wouldn't even come close to making 10 billion ARK, and that's before taxes. I'd say you all belong in a museum of history, if I'm being honest. It is what it is. That would be VOD, I guess. Besides, I haven't seen one with more than 150 hours in time tax debt willingly step up the gallows before. Anyone beyond that usually chooses to run and digs itself into an even deeper debt hole. The point is, I scarcely expected someone in the 10 billion Arcan tax hole to just walk up there like that. What's wrong with this guy? Awaken, Mersault. Prithee, surrender not to such machinery. What? Thou art unharmed? I am alright. Why don't you get down? Out for now, Mersault? Virgilius and Faust, who returned just as this incident occurred, were both glaring at us, expressions that were anything but friendly. Right. God. Already. Yeah, I overestimated this counter. Okay, I can clearly see that you are both accusing me of letting sinners run wild again. But we had our reasons. We have reached an agreement. And you explain things to them, right? Please tell me that the agreement doesn't involve us collectively dangling from the stupid gallows. Billion Act is certainly an absurd amount of money, but that doesn't change the fact that we are still responsible for it. We did benefit from the extra time it granted us, and its use was something that wasn't mutually agreed upon before our unilateral inactivation. Because it was an unexpected event, no countermeasures could be put in place either. Yeah, but we didn't exactly have a whole lot of time to debate whenever I was allowed to slow down time or not. Really had to think on our feedback then. I felt a bit miffed about being treated as though I was somehow at fault for it. I want to sacrifice one of us to settle the debt. I request that you evaluate our worth based on individual merit. I have prepared performance evaluation sheets for each sinner precisely for one such occasion. On the last page of those evaluation sheets are extra opinions that I don't plan on leaving any of you behind to take the fall for the group. Besides, 10 billion act isn't the kind of money that you can settle with a sacrifice of an individual. I like how Otis again is just, yeah, we're throwing this one out. Someone has to go. On the plank they go. The seas they fall. But we did eventually find a reasonable compromise, but you were wasting your time horsing around in front of the gallows. April Fool's Limbus reference? For James? And that compromise is... We have been contracted to deliver a distortion. Oh. Because you are really starting to put our names out there if they specifically sought us out to deal with the distortion. They have sought out other fixers and companies to deal with this issue first. We were their 6th choice after the first 5 failed to produce a meaningful result. That's reassuring. Gotcha. Well, the stories are starting to circulate via word of mouth. I will not deny that. So what kind of distortion are we dealing with this time? This is a request regarding a series of similar unsolved cases within T-Corp's borders. Some call it the case of time killing time. Several people have already fallen victim to the perpetrator. Case of time killing time. It is exactly what it says on the tin. A distortion is running wild, killing our time. Time is an asset here at T-Corp. It is not so difficult for us to track down the occasional time robberies by tracing it, but in the case of time killing time, the killer does not traces. Simply gone, completely removed and untraceable. No such thing has ever happened here before, thus the significance of this case cannot be emphasized enough. That is why we formally request that you solve this case for us. In return, we will exempt you from your time tax debt. Whoa, thus arriveth once again my time to shine. According to a book I have pursued in recent days, any and all detectives working to solve cases of urban nightmare or beyond are issued this special investigator badge during the course of their employment. This a badge that may as well be a universal pass to command all kinds of aid regarding the detectives, fixers, and to be badges, yes. Wahoo! It's me, Don Quixote. Much have I longed to add one such badge to my collection. Perchance thou shalt allow us to keep the badges once this case is dealt with. Nay. Funny. It was funny. Bing bing wahoo joke. Nay, I demand that I be awarded at least 3 badges. 1 for my private collection, 1 for display, and 1 for business. So that... Shut it, lass. Right. What are we waiting for? Let's crack on. Whack this distortion and get the hell out of here. I hate dealing with money problems. I value your enthusiasm, but I would also appreciate it if you could allow others to finish their sentences or cutting them off and going on a long tangent of your own. Problem is that they don't want all 13 of you running amok in an effort to solve the case. Indeed, I can't have your entire group run wild in the streets and potentially waste precious time of our residents. Also, the special investigator badge isn't something that T-Corp hands out like candy. We can't give away a whole box of badges for all 13 of them. I concur to a degree of this. And continuously and consistently suggested that we cut down the number of sinners was the first one to welcome this offer. We should have done something like this a long time ago. What use is there in howling around these dead weights? She's still on it. After 6 cantos, she's still on it. We will leave the useless pawns behind to wait in the box, while the elite team of high-performing individuals takes care of business. You seem rather confident that you'll be part of that elite team of high-performing individuals, Otis. It's ridiculous to even suggest otherwise. Alright. Enough with your nonsense. How many of us are allowed to work on this case anyway? Julius trailed off, clearly unhappy about this outcome. They have decided that 4 individuals, including the manager, is an appropriate amount of people allowed to partake in this investigation. A lot. Accepted. Barely managed to get the authorization for 4 after much debate. Then you have... I keep, for some reason, whenever Otis appears, the timepiece symbol here, like also connects here, and it looks like the Otis is just like loading a sentence. You have wasted your breath. Tag team of the executive manager and I will be more than enough to handily complete this. Right, so now comes down to my choice, huh? 3 sinners. So many eyes are upon me. Not that I've never had them all look at me at the same time before, but the pressure, on a completely different level when it comes to making judgment calls like the... Looks like the manager is deep in thought. Pointlessly agonizing over something like this is a waste of time. Taking volunteers first. So let's see some hands quickly now. Forsooth, I shan't hesitate before such excellent opportunity. Maybe it's finally my time to shine? Oi! Don't even need to ask me, alright? Let's get on with it. Yeah, no, that wasn't kind of raising my hand. I'm just cleaning my glass. No simple matter. I've not been with so few sinners before, except for that one time when we accidentally walked out to the outskirts through the back door. So I have to take it slow and really consider all possible angles. What a mess. Would be too much trouble for me to list and debate all the arbitrary limitations they set. So allow me to make the choice of your time. For you this time, Dante. Grab a battery. Cablet. Oh. Ow. Why do you have batteries just lying around? Put them in a box and put them in a dresser somewhere. Well, I don't think there's too big of a gap between them when it comes to their capabilities, but they all excel in different situations. Don't tell me what to do. Dante, are you listening? I just said that I will be the one to choose your companions. Virgilius says, put away your batteries. No, they're more than just their individual capabilities. Some of them work better when they're paired together. But it's also true that haphazardly pairing them together might end up making a team less the sum of its parts. This is all about building team synergy. Wait, didn't Rhodia say something about how people born in December and August don't mesh well together? And the sinners who will accompany Dante to solve this case are... I have to choose someone who can support me calmly, assess the situation, and remain free from biased judgment while making smart, rational decisions on the fly. Sinners who fit that descriptions are... Have anyone like that? Choose someone though. Yeah. Damn it! I've got it. I choose Faust, Mersault, and Yi-san. Rodion, Ryoshu, and Honglu. Eh? Oh, wait, what? Dante has selected me, Mersault, and Yi-san. Haven't you been listening, Dante? I have certain things to discuss with Miss Faust regarding our upcoming journey, though she was not an option. Sang was immediately ruled out even before the meeting adjourned due to his history of developing an unauthorized unauthorized invention at T Corp, where Saul did not volunteer. There was no reason to volunteer, though I may have been disallowed from joining this investigation. I am truly grateful for your appreciation, Dante. I shan't soon forget. Oh my god. Isa. Wait, let's Hey, Otis. No, that's not all what I meant. I just thought that maybe we needed someone skilled and experienced like you to effectively manage the remaining sinners while we're... Okay. I really saw the mood, didn't I? The three of them, who I didn't even imagine in my wildest dreams, hanging out together, all turned to look in my direction. Wow, just three of us, huh? Just the three of us. Three is such an eye-catching number, isn't it? So yeah, I get it, but why did the two of you volunteer? Thought it sounded F-A-H. Fun as heck. Fun as hell. The greater the quantity and diversity of experience, the better it is. Yeah. Don Quixote tragically drops her head to the ground, crestfallen. I have naught else to blame but my slightly lower vertical placement in this world. Indeed, that must be why Sir Virgilius has failed to catch my impassioned hand. Don Quixote sobbed, dramatically lamenting how Virgilius did not even bat an eye in her direction, despite her being the first one to raise her hand. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the only reason he didn't pick her though. This is my final legacy I bestow upon thee. All this, a book, magnifying glass, and are these clothes? Wait, was this the stuff? Is this the stuff Don Quixote was shoveling through in the credits CG to Canto 6? There was a box full of like dolls and such. It's my pleasure. My collection. Feel free, be gentle with them. Why are you carrying these? Oh. One for my private collection, one for display, and one for business. Barely. Is that not obvious to thee? The C as S. My selection? Poisson is autographed. Records of investigation. Found solutions to the 13 problems by Agatha. Ah, somebody's autographed. So who's this Agatha? Agatha? Why? How art ye also ignorant in the lore of fixers? Once she was a grade 1 fixer who was so prolific that she may as well have been the face of the 7 Association. Ante? Truly? No one? Most people don't know though those lore. Don Quixote. Cumbersome clothes. How wilt thou call thyself an ace detective when not dressed appropriately for the occasion? Here, here, it is only right that the leading ace detective adorn her countenance, this special mustache. Full of toys. I mean, they could be like totally detective items. I don't know. Whatever. Look, Lady Agatha says in the forward to this book. You know, they literally just said Agatha, it's not Dante. Any self-respecting ace detective must always dress themselves in impeccable fashion. Don Quixote just go die. So I mean, I'm sure everyone has their reasons. How come you didn't get picked for this issue? Didn't get picked? I never volunteered. Hey, it's not every day you get a legitimate chance to get some free paid time off without breaking company rules. I wasn't about to let that chance slip. Yeah, everyone who didn't volunteer is the smart one here. Or at least sane. I guess I did have some last minute regrets when I saw who Virgilius picked, but I'll just relax for a bit and jump in to help him out when needed. Well, good luck while the... alas, the Elite Four. How's that? While the self-proclaimed Elite Four runs around T-Corp, why don't we find a place to take the edge off and on? How unfortunate. T-Corp did not authorize the rest of the sinners to run about unmonitored. Now, we must understand that we simply cannot let individuals responsible for 10 billion ACT worth of time tax roam free without proper collateral. Like they have temporary lodging for those who have failed to pay their time tax. They're going to jail. Yeah. Virgilius was pointing at what was clearly a jail cell. Are you certain that that's the lodging guide? I'm going to jail. Ishmael, hopes and dreams completely shattered. From imagining a paid time off, going to jail. Yep. Living collaterals, apparently. It'll be fun, hey. But you'll look fondly back at this memory when it's all said and done, okay? We will be right back, so be nice and stay put. Nice. Jail cell at least has some heating. Wait. What happens if they just leave and don't come back? We'll be seeing him again after 10 billion ACT worth of time passage, I guess. What? Mersault is waving. Well, look at all this. Heathcliff's just chilling. Ishmael's just... he's done. Like the little dude there. Hey, wait! Get back here. That's more than enough time to finish weaving on the loom. Calm down, alright? Get back before you even... Thou shalt return triumphantly as a glorious band of ace detectives. Mark my words. Set off on our journey after receiving the aforementioned Special Investigator's badge, leaving the chaotic screaming and hollering of the remaining sinners behind. Yeah. Let's appreciate Happy Dawn whilst we still can. After a while, all we could hear was the sad, intermittent clattering metal as someone violently steel bars. Alright. Looks like everyone's ready. Let's get a move on and have a little chat with the third victim. Let's see, the case record says that... there it is. It's just a stone's throw away. Huh? Oh, the new sprites! I hope that we see much more of these because I kind of dislike that they were just using the default Sinner sprites. For example, in Kanto 2, right? When they were supposed to have the Think Tank clan gang, you know, these guys. And while they had them in the CGs, in reality they didn't. least it was accurate for Ryosho because you just didn't want to wear them. And yeah, kinda sad to not see them. But now I hope that we will see them because it's great. Look at this. Hair, I mean. Huh? What do you mean, huh? Look at the record. Theory states that neither of the first two victims is a communicative state. How unfortunate. No, I mean, why are you coming along with us? Sorry, but we're not taking sidekick applications right now. Go away, shoo. Incorrect. One of us will be joining your team. Huh? On police. We're going to send an employee with you so that we can receive immediate updates regarding your investigation progress. Pull that stick out of your ass. Plan to send a class 2 star with you, but you're... Me? That's 5? The bunch? Box, but employee replied cheerfully as he produced a twinkling badge from his clothes. Apologies for failing to recognize you, sir. Scarcely expected to see a class 5 auditor all the way down here. The guy's a class 5 staff? Really? 5? The highest rank one could reach as a wing employee, right? Ooh, lore. Yes. Yeah, I thought so too. But don't be so sure. Depends on which wing you're talking about. Who knows, maybe there are class 12 or even class 20 employees out there. Get it? Got it? Good. Then let's get a move on. Started in silence, baffled at the employee who had already stormed out of the building, then hurriedly followed him out the door. New guy is cool. I hope I won't get attached to him. Sorry. TM rules. He'll die in 5 stages. Isn't it absolutely brilliant? The very concept of killing time. It's not slowing down or speeding up time. Eliminating it completely. Yanking it out of the circulation. So your name is? Why? 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 Relax and call me however you want. Names are such important things, aren't they? Oh my, oh my. No, names matter. Really? Never call anyone by their names though. Relax and call you whatever you want? But you're obviously here to be our handler. And that's true. That does make things a bit awkward, doesn't it? Let me think. I've got it. You're all dressed like detectives. Why don't you consider me your ever-helpful assistant who tags along to your adventures? Okay, but still. Ryoshu was staring off into the distance while puffing her cigarette, suddenly spoke up just as Rodeo was about to retort. Assistant, lead us. Right away, ma'am. What's the difference between an assistant and a servant? You know, my family used to employ. They sure warmed up to him fast. So much reading, holy shit. Might not make this canto in time. I thought it was like an hour-long canto for some reason. Let's see. Third victim of the case is this watch factory. Hello? Right, back. Hold up. Dun, dun, dun. The obviously gaudy and expensive suit, the meticulously trimmed and shaped mustache. The third victim must be the owner of this factory. Assistant. Confirm my deductions. You're right in the money, detective. We're off to a great start. Yeah, this 3-member team and this guy, I guess. This is just a luck build, you know? Literally solving this whole case on luck and stupidity. We're off to a great start. Woohoo! We're detectives working on the case of time-killing time. My name is... Whoa. What's your language? What? What's going on? Ryoshu. Detective. Sure is a fast talker. Way faster than Mesalt did when he reviewed those chickens. That's so fast. It's like someone pressed a fast forward button in him. Something. I can't understand the thing coming out of his mouth. Someone who has a lot of time. What's that supposed to mean? Average T-Corp citizen has about 20 to 28 hours in a day. Also, in someone like him, people with plenty of time to spare because they have so much surplus time they can afford to condense 40, 50 hours in a single day. People with fewer hours in a day, it will look as though he's moving 2-3 times faster than them. Someone with that much time could pick their nose in the blink of an eye before anyone even has the chance to catch them in the act. Ew. I just noticed like the like these, I don't know how to call them, repeats of the sprite behind getting blurrier and blurrier. Portray the fastness. I gave Brody a quick look of concern. I have to do something for Ryoshu, SH and C. Quick look, as in a brief flicker, flames burning on my clock. Would you mind slowing down a bit? Just worried that you're at serious risk of becoming a victim of a completely different, slightly more fatal crime. Shook his head in frustration, very rapidly that is, before activating what appears to be a voice recorder, began to play his voice back at us. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Bumble, proud proprietor of this watch factory. Apologies for this awkward method of communication. You see, my days are 52 hours long. I used to live 100-hour days in my heyday, but things have taken a turn for the worse at the factory in the recent years. 52 hours? To me, it looks as though you are all talking very slowly. I must say, it's quite frustrating, but I'm willing to suffer this annoyance as long as you can solve this case. You have 52 whole hours to spend this single day? Gee, can't even imagine what that be like. I can tell you if you're that curious. It's very full life. A very full life. I must say, more time to spend in a day means that I can get more things done in a day. Like sleeping 10 or more hours a night and having more than 40 hours left to spend. Good sleep really is the key to keeping your skin moist and fresh. Indeed, I'll let you touch it if you want. As though in an effort to demonstrate. Checking his documents, on the phone, and even brushing his teeth while we stood there listening to his recordings. I don't care. Get to the point. It was one late evening. Let's like always, I was mostly walking down the street. I had a very important meeting to attend to, you know, all of a sudden. An attack? No, I just happened to recall that I left the bacon on the counter at home. I should have left it covered with this District 23's purple salt. My second oldest aunt used sprinkled salt all the time. The point. Well, so I stopped briefly up at the clock tower and wondering if I should go home to some bacon. That's when the Time Reaper struck. Clock tower. Each one of the 12 zones at the Corp has a clock tower that displays a Corp's standard time scale, because everyone has different hours to spend in a day. Their watches sync with their respective time scales as well. Well, so at the real objective time, one would have to check the clock tower. Neat. Alright, you do. And the important stuff. How about we start with the description? A fine tailored suit. Oh, tailored suit. A bit fancy for someone called the Time Reaper, don't you think? It cost me about 58 million. Of course, it was tailor-made. Comfort was beyond human imagination. Wait, what? Oh, and how could I forget this impressive yet keenly shaped mustache? Hey, I wasn't talking about your own physical description. One more chance until I SYNC. Think. Oh, you mean the murderous appearance? Oh, well, let me think. I don't recall anything. It just happened so fast. How did it feel to have your own time killed? Was it painful? You not ask something like that with such a big grin on your face? Nope, it was just 100 hours was gone in the blink of an eye. Very disappointment, thanks to that. Have you know, I suffered so much damages. Chance, shut up. Yeah, 100 hours. You lost a whole week in the. No, 100 hours for me is just 2 days or so. Still, you have no idea how much lost because 2 full days taking away time, huh? An invention that enables something like that could certainly win the Investor of the Year award. The loads prize money that comes with it, and the loads of prize money that comes with it. T-Corp really values and supports its inventors, you know. Some people say that once upon a time, T-Corp's executive director himself showed up to bestow the awards. I guess once a inventor is always an inventor, and he probably wanted others to carry on his inquisitive spirit. I've seen the ceremony once and he was giving away autographs. Maybe we're looking for an inventor who received an award for that tech. Isn't it? Every invention at T-Corp needs to be registered at the Technology Administration Agency. Though it is not without a few exceptions. There once was a time when a rogue group of inventors called the League of Nine Researchers made some inventions that they neglected to register. Wow, a mess. Every single corner of T-Corp was up in arms, everyone dashing about in a panic, making arrests, holding important meetings while I... Was that big of a deal? I can't even imagine how hard it must have been for you. Alright. So is there anything that like that registered in Corp's tech agency? Nope. First time hearing about anything like that. Started there, you know. What if this is a power granted by the distortion? Meanwhile, Yoshu, who was completely uninterested in the conversation, stared off into the distance. He looked out the factory window and let out on the puff of smoke before muttering quietly to no killer, no corpses. Yeah, no one's actually dead. Don't know where the killer is. Could be, I wonder. Someone who took a liking to my very expensive suit, I say. Disagree. Your suit's shit. Oh. Besides, if I really wanted to kill you. Me? Why would you? I'd have to be able to move as fast as you do. I won't be able to get a good aim at your vitals otherwise. Ryoshu strode toward him, before suddenly breaking into a charging sprint. Almost rapidly, stumbling back in terror, Ryoshu was fast enough to close the distance and press her scabbard into his neck, despite the disparity in time. Gah! Chink. Whoa, Ryoshu was actually about to beat the crap out of him with that scabbard. That'll be case closed then. All we have to do is to arrest Ryoshu. You scared the heck out of me, Well, I suppose that villain didn't stab me in vitals or whatever, but he did appear all of a sudden. Like you did, me, so there isn't just running around, ripping time away from random people left and right. Yes, the killer was going specifically for that ASS. Oh my god. Boyd left behind, but by Sinclair's absence was much bigger than I thought. I meant that annoying, stupid stash. Having that kid here is frustrating. No way, can you think of a single person who would hate someone like me? I can think of more than a few. I said it must have been work of some bandit who wanted to try on my tailored suit, Sinclair is always, like Dante said, some sinners are better in, groups, duos. Ryoshu and Sinclair definitely does work for communication purposes. Oh, what about your employees? Lady Agatha's book says that to find the culprit, we must first look at the victim's immediate circle. No idea if the book Don Quixote gave us earlier is actually helping, but I suppose it's at least a very good page turner. Unglu can be able to tear his eyes away from it. Maybe I should check it out too once we get back to the bus. Yeah, that works. Then the culprit has to be someone who hates the owner so much. Enough to try to take his time. Rhodia, splendid work. Exquisite performance. Brilliant. That seems quite implausible, as you can see. What? The laborers at this factory, they're all working so slowly, like they're moving through moles. Oh, most factory laborers like them usually live rather short 10-hour days, which they spend at the factory jobs anyway. What did you say? Listen up, everyone. For output gain, so only 13% growth compared to last month's growth. Why not impressed upon you how important this is? We'll be failing behind profit margin projections at this rate. Bumble holders at them in frustration. The laborers very slow. Heads to look up at the factory owner. Even that simplest action taking an excruciatingly long time to complete. Impulse. It's impulse. Work any faster than. Yeah. How bothersome. Less complaining, more assembling. Use your times effectively. Chop chop. No idea. It has been for me as of late. Do you even know that the next batch of cogs have stopped all of a sudden? Oh. Cruciating? Cruciating? Could understand him thanks to the recorder next to us, but one out of its earshot would have no chance to understanding whatever he's talking about. Hey, Mr. Bumble. Talking way too fast for them to understand, you know that? So it's not me who's too fast, it's them who are too slow. Only hustlers and bees like myself who make the best of their time can rise above the rest in chaotic bustling city. What? No, that's a load of bull. What are you supposed to hustle? Times. They're practically nailed to the floor with that time. But yeah, hey, I don't think someone like him will ever understand what you're talking about. Was born and raised in the corp after all. Hey assistant, you're class 5 employee, right? Aren't you supposed to be a big shot? Do you seriously think there's anything normal about all of this? Normal? Dear detectives, do you happen to be returning from a round trip across every single nest in the city? All the way from A to Z? Can you confidently say that you have seen all there is to see? Really, but you can give this idea a thought, why don't you? The notion of what is normal is just a mirage conjured by the downtrodden. That is to say, the suffering is just part of life in the city. Regardless which nest you're in. Damn, breathing is hard, eh? do it, I guess. Probably gonna actually end after this stage, this scene. Because I did not want to shoot for honestly longer than 2 hours. I resume this probably tomorrow, maybe on the. But yeah. I either finish this one on the next node or just. Oh. Ah, I see any suffering. Did I even read that? Is to say that suffering is just part of life and encounters of. Ah, I don't see any suffering in that mug of Mr. 50-hour days right here. Such harsh words. I have my share of pain. I'll have you know, I've been waiting for something to get finished for a while, Do you know how much of pain it is to wait for something? Also have to have too much time in your day, It's so tedious. Bumble gently fixed hair before caressing his expensive coat with care. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna end it here. For some reason, honestly, I don't know why I even thought of that. For some reason, I thought that this would be like a short 1-hour canto. This is a detective canto. What do you mean?
이 회사는 신입들에게 매일 밤마다 정신교육.
Do my dailies though. I did them already. I didn't. Right, we're doing daily then.
고통 없이 지식을 얻지 못한다나 뭐라나.
Wanting to read them for yourself. It's another to read them out loud. Like holy shit. Not only does it tire you out faster, makes your throat sore, right? But it also just makes it much slower to get through.
개체가 우리의 마지막
내
일격만을
앞을
기다리고
막을
있는
자는
상태입니다.
없어.
효율적으로 처리해보자. 잘 썰렸다.
Yes, I can
깔끔한 절단력이.
drink here.
한눈에 봤을 때는
당신의 판단을
유리해
따를게요.
보이긴 하지만
결국에는 유리한 구도를 만들어낸 것 같아.
Up here, I probably should. Now I'm talking like that guy. Probably should stream more often. Fuck around with OBS settings. General just. Okay, what?
벌써 끝나간고.
Lead Eve. I got you.
저희가 우세한 상황입니다. 이미 매뉴얼을 5번은 어긴 직원들도 보이는데
From LOL Eve.
다음에 묻도록 하죠.
내가 눈에 새겨주지.
조금 더 과감하게.
맘.
Yeah, I
재료 완성.
need to stream again.
끝 여전히 무섭.
그러게 저렇게
Brothers,
떨어지면
it's been too long. And I have plenty of games to play.
벌써 끝나.
Plenty of games to finish.
깨달았나?
몽둥이가 약이지. 그대로 두드려 패.
Rejoice.
피어나라.
오호.
So like
좋은 상태가 됐네.
guess I'll just see.
저런 식으로 작업해온 거.
다시
On PC you have like keyboard shortcuts, which is absolutely amazing
한 번에
feature.
몇 개를 쏟아야지.
너도 저것 좀 배워봐.
다시 못 살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
I don't use any.
씹는 맛이
I just know that I just discovered today actually that there are shortcuts for Limbus. And I wonder if I can just like automatically win rate and let it go, you know? I don't have to use my mouse at all.
시원하네. 아, 술 맛을 돋궈주는 좋은 공격이었어.
역전을 잘 찌른 것 같네요.
개화하였구려. 이 순간을 어딘가에 담고 싶.
이 회사는 신입들에게 매일 밤마다 정신교육을 시키지 않으면 회사가 망하는 건가?
Win rate. Hard combat. Yes, it's literally enter P. We are so back. It's literally enter plus P. It's perfect. Like the good old days.
기차와 같이 달려나가겠어.
Look at this fastness now.
뭐야
Wait. Oh, enter.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Don't mind that. Pressing space like a fucking idiot. Alright, look at this. Look at this. Look at this fastness.
직원들 복장 점검을
Instant.
다 마치셨습니까? 특히 저번처럼 소매 단추를 달랑거리는 채로 제압하는 직원이 보여서는
This is great. This is gonna be really handy if I like make extreme or mirror dungeons.
뭐지?
파이팅이다.
I mean, depending how long the story gets, I'm probably going to stream tomorrow. I have to resume the canto. Mirror could have.
깨달았나?
피어나라.
제일 적합한 선택이었을까요?
Could you do two things that
큰 그림을
on
그리기
Twitch?
위해서는
직접
다소
알겠습니다.
밑그림이 필요할 때도 있다니까.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Can do two things.
이런.
Kind of have like a Limbus window, something like this. Wait, no, that's not how it works. Yeah, like somehow kind of you would probably have to play in window mode, I think. But you absolutely can just select Limbus because Limbus is gonna be the main thing, I guess.
깨달았나?
대체 정부와는 상반된 속성의 공격이었고
Because you're just waiting, right? For the most part.
파괴되었습니다. 대응
내가
매뉴얼을 어느
눈에
정도
새겨주지.
숙지하셨나?
다음은 어디요?
Yeah, exactly. A mini camera for
결국 내
canvas.
공부가 부족하지 않았다는 거네. 그치? 고통 없이 지식을 얻지 못한다나 뭐라나. 자, 출발해 볼까요?
Gancho.
어우, 여긴 답답한데. 나도 나가서 싸우면 안 되나?
계약대로 하자고요, 누님.
I was checking Steam.
아, 저런 건 그냥 쓱쓱 끝이라고. 편하게 해.
자기 일 아니라고 그렇게 말하시면 어떡해요.
Like there aren't any games to play.
깨달았나?
Need to investigate Streamlabs instead of OBS. As far as I know, Streamlabs lets you like pickups your other software that's working in the background. For example, if you have Discord open, it should be there, like the volume that you could adjust for Discord, for example.
직접 알게 하니.
Would be extremely handy. I could, for example, like play something and have some music in the background. I could just lower the volume of the music, like of the Chrome tab or whatever, without actually lowering the game.
잭, 칼은 다 달아놨지?
준비 완료.
Playing Limbus, playing Sims, playing drawing, managing to do none. Jack of all trades, but master of none.
깨달았나?
개체 부위가 파괴되었습니다.
직접 알게
대응
하니.
매뉴얼을 어느 정도 숙지하셨나 보군요.
God, I also have to
직접
like
알게 하니.
manage my VODs. I have to put them in like separate playlists instead of just one VOD playlist, so it's actually easier to find stuff. Playlist for Limbus, playlist for Voice of the Void,
결국 내 공부가 부족하지
This and
않았다는
that.
거네.
this
그치?
and that.
좋았어. 기차와 같이 달려나가겠어.
Arctic Monkey is legal on Twitch.
내
Who
앞에
cares?
막을 수는 없어.
주먹거리도 안 되는 놈들이니까.
The VOD will just probably be muted and that's it. Won't get banned, I played plenty of copyrighted music.
이래 걱정만 끼치게 되는군.
I literally did 3 copyrighted songs at the beginning of the stream.
새겨주지.
야, 저거 정신 차릴 때까지 앞에서 시선 좀 끌어줘야겠어.
I'm pretty sure that Radiohead's a much bigger fan than Arctic Monkey. You could also just play it in the background, but set it up in a way that it's very quiet on stream. But it's not quiet for you. That could also work.
끝까지
시계 돌리느라
I can't believe Sinclair's fucking dead.
직접 알게 하니.
잘만 싸워보면 좀 덜 아프게 되살릴 수 있지 않겠니?
피어나라.
This is what it is. This is what it is. You can also just not talk at all as well. You can just mute yourself and draw, you know that. We'll do that. And just respond in the chat room. Type in chat literally.
확장 점검은 다
직접
마치셨습니다.
알게 함이라.
특히
I mean, it's either that or it's Jesus singing. So it's up to you. We'll also just actually play Limbus in the background, so it's not boring. Or like, I don't know, something else that's passive, like cookie clicker or something.
레인, 큰 그림을 그리기 위해서는 다소 밑그림이 필요할 때도 있다니까.
날 뛰어보라고.
I'm not playing cookie clicker on stream.
다리 안쪽이
I did like suggest it for you though.
이제 메타작을 피할 방법이 없지.
직접 알게 한다.
I mean, believe it or not, Kata did stream it once. And I suggested it, obviously.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 그대로 두드려 패. 깡총.
Gotcha.
맞는 거야.
훌륭한 전시회였어.
Alright,
이걸
that will be
왜
it.
고맙다고 말해야 하나?
I mean, yeah. Been a while now after it. Oh nice, you can just get these, not bound to the season. Or coin Ego, by the way. 90 costs 10. Oh shit. 24 clash power on this. By 10. Anything. 36 on negative coin. 40 some. Oh, you cannot get Ryoshu here at all. That's interesting. So I guess she's only at the event
이 회사
here. Rewards. Oh well, but that's for the next
이
time.
회사는
Alright. It's over. Stream's over. I'm gonna watch the VOD. Maybe not today, but later. Check something. How they sounded. Yeah. That's it. Not even intend to stream for 2 hours, honestly. hour, more likely. Alright. It's over. Bye bye. I'm fucking up. Toggle.